Hey, church, we are back for our second installment of a midweek encouragement that I'm going to be interviewing somebody. And today I have Jesse with us, one of our shepherds. And a lot of people don't know this, Jesse, but the way our ministers and elders work is we assign kind of buddies, right? We have elder and minister pairings, and you're actually my pairing. We get together for lunch occasionally and talk, and you've come over and played games at the house, and so we might have a little different relationship than maybe I have with the rest of the elders, just because we've had that time together.
Yeah,
and that's always been cool. So I do have, because I know that we eat out, and I know that you're someone who likes to eat out.
I do.
And I know you like Thai food, and I know that you like Mexican. I know you like good hamburgers.
Oh yeah.
My question is, what are you eating now? Like, are you just eating at home all the time? Or are you like getting stuff delivered to your house? Like, how are you keeping yourself well fed?
Well, we are doing it all. I've cooked probably more than I have in many months. I've cooked a lot. But we've done it all. Last night we went out to Minsky's, and they have this wonderful, like a honey wheat crust that was just excellent. So
I know what you're talking about.
So now I'm thinking that might be one of my favorites. So that's what we had last night. And I actually had another slice of that for breakfast. So. And then we have actually gone out to many other places, and of course pick up. I've driven through probably all of the fast food places, Freddy's, Wendy's, name it. We go, of course, and actually even picked up, stuff from like, what is the Italian place? Right there by Walmart. I can't think of the name. Fazoli's, yes, Fazoli's, that's it. Yeah, we've gone through there, and that's always good,
Yeah.
So, we've eaten pretty much. Now, one of the balances to the eating is exercise. Now, I have not been doing that as much, So we've struggled there trying to find some ways, but even we got a little bit extra this morning. I had to get up at 5 a.m. and and do like a video exercise, kind of like back in the 80s,
Yeah, that's what Kate's doing every morning. She gets up and does YouTube videos and works out to those. And
yeah, it's a lot of fun. It's actually a lot of fun.
Cool.
Yeah.
Well, so right before we started recording this, you were sharing with me your facial growth, and why don't you share with everybody why this is happening on your face?
Well, I don't know if you can see this, but it's something new. I'm at home and I'm thinking, let's experiment. So I asked my wife. I asked her, I said, can I do this? And she says, sure, you can do this. And I asked her, do you really want me to do this? And she said, sure, go ahead, let's give it a shot. So I'm actually going to try this. I'm not going to look as good as you, Gilbert, but I'm going to see how this actually looks after a while. Now, I won't let it get wild. We can't let it go too much. But it has been a lot of fun just to experiment. I'm not getting haircuts either, so I'm experimenting. Going back to an afro. So we'll see. I might even part it on the side. I'm gonna have some fun. I am absolutely gonna have some fun. Yeah.
I look forward to seeing the afro with the part in the side.
We'll have to see if I can cut like a little Z here or something. We'll have to see what I can do.
You mentioned your wife. For the longest time, I didn't really believe that you had a wife, because when I first moved here, when I interviewed and then I moved here, like, your wife was always gone.
Yeah.
I think she was visiting grandbabies.
Yes.
Which means, I do worry for you if the end is coming. I think she would abandon you.
Oh yeah, for the grandbabies. Oh yeah, without a doubt. When you first were, we were first interviewing you and you first got here, she was actually, going up to Wisconsin, to be with our daughter. And she loved that time. I mean, that was a special time for her. She she was at a job where she could just say, I'm just going to take off a few months and just not do it, not get paid, not do. She just took off and just went to be with our daughter. They set up a little room for her, and she was there, I think, for maybe a couple of months, maybe 2 or 3 months, just there, and so she still thinks about how fondly. I mean, the bonding with our grandson was special. It was it's just a special time for her. And then for me, I actually did make a lot of trips up there. I probably went up there as many times as I could, probably in that 3-month period, maybe 7 or 8 times.
Yeah.
As much as I could.
Yeah. Okay.
But I am married. I really am. See?
And I know it. I've seen her. Like, she's been in my house. All right. So as a shepherd of our church, just thinking about this week and what all we're going through, what's something that you want to share right now that might be of encouragement or comfort to people from our church that might be listening to this week?
Sure. I don't have a lot of wisdom, with this, because there's lots of uncertainty. Of course, everybody knows that. But one of the things that if I could actually just maybe just suggest out there is this, as I'm growing the hair and as I'm doing these things, there are opportunities just to have fun, and experiment. I've now found card games that I'm playing, this video chatting, like what we're doing right now, has been fun. It's been, I've done this with our family. I've done this with a small group. I've done this with people that I haven't done this with it for a while. It's special. I'm sitting there thinking about my Aunt Rose that's in California. It's kind of fun. It's actually kind of it's an excuse to do something different. It's an excuse to do something that we would not normally do.
Yeah.
Is that that because of being stuck at home, we can do stuff. So if I can encourage everybody, anything is this: use this as an opportunity to do something that you probably wouldn't normally do, something that might bless others, something that would be something that maybe could be a blessing for yourself, where you can go out and reach out to other family members or other church members, or just and just have fun with it.
Yeah.
I know I am having a lot of fun. You guys don't maybe not know, but I work with a small group of technicians. At work, I'm a computer programmer, and we have had so much fun just experimenting. I'm learning to be a new manager. I'm learning how to trust my people more. I'm learning that that distrust actually is a good thing. That by just deciding, what gets done gets done, and I'm really starting to depend on the character of the people and not the actual details of what it is. So I've done a lot of growth. I've had so I'm looking at how God is actually blessing me and changing me, to be a better person in this, with all these things. So
It's
that is
kind of like looking for those unexpected blessings.
yes. I think there are all over if we look for them, just like you just said.
Yeah. Cool. Well, thank you for those words. Thank you for loving our church, loving our people, and I know that that what you've shared, I think, is going to be a blessing this week. So thank you for that.
Okay. Thank you.